How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast, back with another episode review of Arcane. And we'll be talking about episode 7 of season 1, The Boy Savior. Quite a bit happens in this particular episode. I guess first off, we find out who the leader of the Firelights is, and we actually we find out why they're called Firelights. But anyways, turns out it's Echo, or Little Man, as they were calling him in the earlier episodes. He's become the leader of this, group of individuals who have been affected by the damage basically caused by Soko. And inevitably has kind of created a safe harbor for, refugees, I guess you could say, to some degree. Again, for those who have suffered or have had family that have suffered from what Soko has created for the underground or the undercity. All in all, he is determined to try to make things better for everyone, though to an extent is both surprised and emotional when it comes down to finding out that Violet is alive. Going further than that, they also learn from Caitlin that, and by the way, since I forgot, spoilers, find out that the thing that Jinx stole was a gemstone that was, basically what we already know, that it helps create magic for Hex Tech. And they begin to realize, when it comes down to it, this could cause massive damage. And inevitably, Caitlin is able to convince Echo to try and give her the stone so they can give it back to the council and therefore stop whatever damage that basically the Overcity is causing to the Undercity. Going further, we have Victor, who is hell-bent to try to make himself better. By which, at this point, now considering, unfortunately, experimenting on himself, which we see a little bit of that, and I gotta say, it looks like it's gonna hurt a lot. But other than that, we have a lot of other things where we have Jace, who's basically kind of being pressured to create weapons now with the Hex Tech. And it goes back and forth whether or not he should or should not go and do it. Briefly, we have Hibringer, or actually, we see him briefly, but other than that, nothing else after that. We have a quick moment with Soko and Jinx, who is quite furious at the fact that Soko lied about Jinx or Violet being alive, but he kind of plays it off that he didn't know that Marcus, the sheriff now, had placed her in Stillwater prison. And going further, we have, at least going forward towards the last moment, I don't want to go into every little thing. I want you guys to go check it out. Just kind of give you guys a brief thing. We have the last bit of the episode where Caitlin and Echo, well, originally it was Caitlin, Echo, and Vi, but Vi decided she wanted to go back to the Undercity to try to find Jinx. But anyways, Caitlin and Echo try to head back to the main city in order to try to give the stone to Jace and hopefully use him to prevent or stop further attacks towards the Undercity. And unfortunately, they didn't know about the blockade. And even more so unfortunate, Marcus was there, who, after seeing this, they end up showing him the gemstone. He then proceeds to shoot Echo, and then almost shoots Caitlin, only to find out that, what we first think are firelights turns out to be mechanized butterflies that Jinx uses to blow up the blockade. And which, honestly, it's a really cool thing. Seeing something that small be so powerful. We see basically, like, during the aftermath, we see Marcus basically torn up by these things. Inevitably, we have Jinx that ends up coming back, grabbing the gemstone to reclaim it. But Echo shows up to stop her and gives the stone back to Caitlyn. And Vi is also present to help Caitlyn basically get to safety. And Echo kind of urges them to, move on. And we get this really cool fight. The animation is really cool. I don't know about the rap. I don't know who was the artist that sings it, or raps, or did that song. But all in all, it was interesting. And the animation itself for that whole segment was actually really good. I will say it's probably one of the best segments. I guess if anything, more so how stylized it is. But all in all, the episode ends with going further. The episode ends with Echo, for a brief second, kind of getting the upper hand on Jinx, only for Jinx to set off one of her bombs, possibly, or at least as far as we know, killing Echo. And at this point, Jinx more likely dead or badly wounded. I would assume probably not, or she's not dead, just badly wounded. But all in all, we'll probably see in the next video, or at least next episode. All in all, good episode, and I enjoyed it. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. And I will see you guys in the next video.